Welcome to Southend TV. I'm Jess and I'm here at the Leigh Community Centre for the Leigh Beer Festival, which is part of the Southend Carnival. I'm joined here with Gemma, who's the Vice Chair of the Southend Carnival Committee. So Gemma, can you tell us a little bit about the history of the Carnival?
Yep, so the first carnival was in 1906 and that was part of the lifeboat regatta, and that was to raise money. Since then we've had a carnival every year, and it previously raised money for primarily Southend Hospital. We paid to build the first hospital in Southend, and in the last few years we've given away something like £3 million since the 1970s to local charities, primarily in Southend. Last year we raised £20,000 and we saw 50,000 people on Southend seafront for the procession.
So what else are you doing aside from the carnival itself?
So we've got the procession, we have a dog show, we have a children's event that incorporates a teddy bear's picnic and a fancy dress competition that we've had for many years. We also have a fair that will be back in June, and we last year for the first time did an ice rink. This is our second beer festival. We did the first one last year, and we're hoping to do a food festival next year. So we're really trying to respond to what people want through our social media and stuff, and it was suggested we have a beer festival, so we brought you a beer festival.
So how can people go about attending like the dog show and the carnival? Is it ticketed or just show up on the day?
No, none of our events are ticketed except our teddy bear's picnic. You need to register for that, but you can do it all online. If you visit our Facebook page or our Twitter feed, you can get all the details on how to register. It's all on our website as well, southendcarnival.org.uk.
So Gemma, tell us a little bit more about the carnival itself. When's it on? When does it start?
So the procession, we're expecting 80 entries this year, which is an all-time record. Last year we had 15 big floats, so we're expecting more this year for people to see. It starts in South Church Park East and it leaves at 6:45. It travels along Southend seafront through City Beach, and it will get to Shorefield Road where it leaves the seafront probably about 9, half 9. So if you've got young kids, probably the start's the better place to watch. If you want to stay out and party a bit longer, then the other end is your place.
So where's the best place to go watch it? You'd say that in the evening?
Yeah, so it really depends on what time you get there. It's probably good to get there from about 6 so that you can get a good spot. But we are an hour earlier than usual this year because we got a lot of messages through social media. Parents, particularly younger children, wanted to do it a little bit earlier to fit in with bedtime. So we listened, and hopefully that'll help. Carnival is completely run by a team of volunteers. We have no paid staff, which means that we can give more to charity. And I should really thank all those volunteers that literally give tens of thousands of hours a year to do our stuff. It takes a year to plan a carnival, to plan all these events, so it's hard work. We also have a group of sponsors that come on board every year to help us out. Summer Care, we should give a mention, Rossi Ice Cream, MWS Accountants do all our auditing for us. This year our new sponsor C2C have got on board as our official travel partner. We've got Swan and Greenlight Print Solutions help us out with all our promotional materials. So we work completely with local organisations and VIP security who look after all of that stuff for us, because they all want to get involved, and we're the biggest community event in South Essex, so it's a great opportunity to get your voice heard.
That's really fantastic. We're here at the Leigh Beer Festival and with these lovely gentlemen here. Can you tell me a little bit about yourselves?
Yeah, we're the Hoy Shanty crew. We're here to sing this evening at the beer festival. We're all members of the Hoy and Anchor Folk Club that meet locally, have done for the last 46 years, I think it is. And Derek here was here when they first started. He was only about 30 at the time.
About 17, actually.
We've been singing shanties now and sea songs, or anything to do with drink, because that's probably our favourite occupation after singing.
Can you do a little bit for us now?
Can we do a little bit now?
Chicken on a raft, I think.
Yeah, David starts chicken on the raft, don't you?
Yeah, okay. It was in the wardroom drinking gin.
Hi-ho, chicken on a raft.
I don't mind knocking, but I ain't going in.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the beer festival that's going on inside?
Yep, so this is our second beer festival. We had our first one last year. Last year we took £19,000 from the beer festival, which was huge, which went towards obviously the cost of everything, and ended up, a lot of it going towards charity. So although we shouldn't advocate irresponsible drinking, the more ale and cider that you try, the more that we raise for charity. This year we've got 55 ales on offer, including our locally brewed in Great Wakering by George's Brewery, a local brewery, a carnival ale.
Hey ho, chicken on a raft. Hi ho, chicken on a raft. Hey ho, chicken on a raft.
We've also also got an Essex cider I saw that smelt really nice. So I haven't tried any yet, haven't worked on the bar, but I definitely recommend. Last year we had 4 ciders. Because of the demand, we ran out of cider on the first day, so this year we've got 20. So it's well worth coming and spending the whole weekend with us.
Tell us a little bit about how the day's going on.
When people arrive, they come through the main entrance. We're at Leigh Community Centre. You come in, you spend £10, you buy a card. You use that card to buy your beer when you come inside, so there's no actual cash at the bar, which makes life a little bit quicker. Our bar is being manned completely by volunteers, so really good opportunity for people to learn how to pour pints. And then you also get a souvenir carnival pint glass. Just make sure you grab yourself a beer festival programme, tells you about all the ales and the ciders, and make sure you go home with a glass as well. What else do you want?
Chicken on a raft.
Way, that's brilliant, guys.